Picture this. You're sipping the most incredible espresso you've ever tasted. The Mediterranean sun kissing your face as you whisper good morning sunshine to yourself while gazing at cliffs that drop dramatically into turquoise waters. This isn't a dream. This is Amalfi, Italy, and today I'm taking you on a journey to one of the most breathtaking destinations on Earth that will awaken every single one of your senses. I'm going to share something with you that most travel guides completely miss about the Amalfi coast. Yes, everyone talks about the stunning views and the charming villages, but there's something deeper happening here. Something that transforms ordinary travelers into people who discover parts of themselves they never knew existed. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this coastal paradise has been calling to your soul, and more importantly, you'll know exactly how to experience it like the locals do. Let me start with a confession. The first time I set foot in Amalfi, I thought I knew what to expect. I'd seen the photos, read the travel blogs, watched countless videos, but nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing, prepared me for that moment when you round the corner on the coastal road and see the entire Amalfi coast stretched out before you like nature's masterpiece painted across the Mediterranean horizon. The town of Amalfi itself sits like a precious gem nestled between towering limestone cliffs and the endless blue of the sea. Ancient buildings cascade down the mountainside in layers of warm terracotta, soft yellows and brilliant whites, creating this incredible tapestry that seems to glow from within. The architecture here isn't just beautiful, it's genius in its simplicity and harmony with the natural landscape. But let's talk about what really sets this place apart from every other coastal destination you've ever visited. It starts the moment you wake up in Amalfi. The desire to rush through your morning completely disappears because here, mornings are sacred rituals that locals have perfected over centuries. Your day begins not with an alarm clock, but with the gentle sound of waves lapping against ancient stone harbors. You'll find yourself naturally drawn to one of the local cafes where the coffee culture represents a step up from anywhere else in the world. These aren't just coffee shops. They're community gathering places where the art of espresso making has been passed down through generations like precious family secrets. The baristas here don't just make coffee. They create liquid poetry. Every shot of espresso is pulled with the precision of a master craftsman, resulting in this rich, complex flavor that's simultaneously bold and smooth. You'll taste notes you never knew existed, and suddenly you understand why Italians are so particular about their coffee culture. As you sit there savoring this perfect cup, watching the town slowly come to life around you, something magical happens. The stress of your regular life begins to melt away like morning mist over the Mediterranean. Local fishermen return with their early morning catches. Shopkeepers begin opening their charming boutiques filled with local ceramics and limoncello, and you realize you've stepped into a world where time moves differently. The romance of this place isn't just about couples walking hand in hand along the waterfront, though you'll see plenty of that. The real romance is between you and this incredible landscape, between your senses and the overwhelming beauty that surrounds you at every turn. It's the romance of discovery, of finding places that still exist untouched by the homogenizing forces of modern tourism. Walking through the narrow medieval streets of Amalfi feels like traveling through time. Every corner reveals another architectural marvel, another glimpse into centuries of maritime history. The Cathedral of Sant'Andrea dominates the main square with its stunning facade of black and white marble, while the ancient arsenal tells stories of when Amalfi was one of the most powerful maritime republics in the Mediterranean. But here's where most visitors make a crucial mistake. They rush through Amalfi trying to check off tourist attractions like items on a grocery list. The real magic happens when you slow down and allow yourself to become part of the rhythm of daily life here. Find a bench overlooking the harbor and watch the fishing boats bob gently in the crystalline water. Notice how the light changes throughout the day, painting the cliffs in different shades of gold and amber. Now let's talk about the food, because this is where your destiny as a food lover will be completely transformed. Amalfi cuisine isn't just about eating, it's about understanding how geography, climate, and centuries of cultural exchange create flavors that exist nowhere else on Earth. The lemons here aren't just lemons. They're giants the size of grapefruits, with incredibly thick, aromatic rinds that locals transform into the most incredible limoncello you'll ever taste. These lemons grow on terraced groves that cling impossibly to steep cliff faces, irrigated by ancient systems that showcase the genius of traditional Mediterranean agriculture. Seafood in Amalfi transcends anything you've experienced before. The proximity to the sea means that your lunch was likely swimming in these pristine waters just hours before it reaches your plate. Local fishermen still use traditional methods, bringing in catches of anchovies, sea bream, and sardines that taste like concentrated essence of the Mediterranean itself. The pasta here deserves special mention because it represents culinary traditions that have evolved specifically for this unique coastal environment. Dishes like spaghetti alle vongole aren't just recipes, they're cultural artifacts that tell stories about generations of families who have called these shores home. The clams are harvested from specific areas along the coast where the water conditions create the perfect environment for these sweet, briny treasures. Local restaurants hide in the most unexpected places. You'll find family-run trattorias tucked into narrow alleyways where grandmother's recipes have been carefully guarded secrets for generations. These aren't the tourist trap restaurants with laminated menus. These are places where locals eat, where the day's menu depends entirely on what the fishermen brought in and what vegetables are perfectly ripe in local gardens. The beauty of dining in Amalfi extends far beyond the food itself. Restaurants here understand that a meal is a complete sensory experience. You'll dine on terraces carved into cliff faces with views that seem to stretch to infinity. The sound of waves provides a natural soundtrack, while sea breezes carry the scent of wild herbs and salt air. As evening approaches, Amalfi transforms into something even more magical. The golden hour here isn't just beautiful, it's transcendent. The setting sun turns the limestone cliffs into warm, honey-colored walls, while the sea becomes a mirror reflecting every shade of orange, pink, and purple imaginable. This is when you understand why artists and writers have been drawn to this coastline for centuries. The charming evening ritual of the passeggiata begins as locals emerge for their traditional evening stroll. Families walk together along the waterfront, couples share gelato while sitting on ancient stone steps, and children play in the main square while their parents catch up with neighbors. This isn't performed for tourists. This is authentic Italian life unfolding naturally, and you're privileged to witness it. Local shops stay open later in the evening, and this is when you'll discover the most incredible artisanal products. Ceramics painted with traditional Amalfi patterns in brilliant blues and yellows, handmade paper that's been crafted using medieval techniques, and locally produced olive oil that captures the essence of Mediterranean terroir in every golden drop. The genius of Amalfi lies not just in its natural beauty or its incredible food, but in how it manages to remain authentically Italian despite being one of the world's most famous destinations. Local families still operate the same businesses their ancestors started centuries ago. Traditional festivals still mark the changing seasons. Ancient recipes are still prepared exactly as they were generations ago. This connection to tradition creates something that's becoming increasingly rare in our modern world. A sense of place that's deeply rooted in history and culture. When you visit Amalfi, you're not just seeing beautiful scenery, you're experiencing a way of life that has evolved organically over more than 1,000 years. As your time in Amalfi draws to a close, you'll understand why this place has captured hearts for generations. It's not just about the stunning coastline or the incredible food or the charming architecture, though all of these elements play crucial roles. It's about discovering a place where beauty and authenticity coexist, where ancient traditions enhance rather than compete with natural splendor. The magic of Amalfi stays with you long after you've returned home, calling you back like a siren song across the Mediterranean. It becomes part of who you are, a reminder that there are still places in this world where wonder exists around every corner. If this journey through Amalfi has sparked your wanderlust and desire to discover more magical destinations like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of passionate travelers. Together, we'll continue exploring the world's most incredible hidden gems and authentic cultural experiences that will transform the way you see our beautiful planet.